Thanksgiving is over for now, but Pete Hegseth's goose is cooked. A powerful Republican is defying Trump and is going after Hegseth. I'm going to give the details of what all is going down, but it all centers around one inescapable fact that several news organizations have been reporting on. Pete Hegseth, Mr. Warrior Culture, ordered the killing of 2 survivors from a U.S. missile attack on a boat off of Venezuela that was suspected of running drugs. The attack itself was not legal, but Hegseth's order to kill survivors amounts to nothing less than murder. So click our subscribe button and we can continue to bring you up to date with this outrageously illegal action taken by Whiskey Pete. And make no mistake about it, Piehole Pete has his neck in a noose here, but he's not the only one. This scandal goes all the way up to Trump, but it also goes all the way down to those who followed out the orders. Remember how all those MAGA pundits and politicians went apeshit when Democratic Congress people released a video telling U.S. service personnel not to follow through on illegal orders? They were called traitors and seditionists. And in fact, it turns out that illegal orders were being given and they were being carried out. Killing survivors after an attack is illegal in any jurisdiction. George Conway just clarified that very point. Watch.
It actually isn't a war crime because there is no war. It's worse than a war crime because, first of all, the bombings in the first place were illegal because there is no war,
right?
And these were not combatants. But even if these
we don't know who they are. We still to this day do not know who these people are.
They weren't, they weren't naval.
Yeah,
it wasn't a naval vessel. It wasn't. There is no war between us and Venezuela, and these people were not sailors or soldiers fighting with weapons against us. So that the law of war doesn't even, you don't even get to the law of war. But even if it were, even if these guys were a naval ship armed to the teeth and the ship was blown up and these guys were in the water, firing against them would be an act, would be a violation of the laws of war.
How likely
but no matter how you look at this, you can apply civilian law, military law, the Uniform Court of Military Justice, international law, foreign law, domestic law, federal law, state law. No matter what legal regime you apply to the second strike, it's murder, period. There's not even an argument. That's how outrageous this is.
But this is no longer a matter of discussion for media panels. As is being reported, U.S. Senator Roger Wicker, Republican of Mississippi, chairman of the Senate Armed Services Committee, and U.S. Senator Jack Reed, Democrat of Rhode Island, ranking member of the Senate Armed Services Committee, issued the following statement. The committee is aware of recent news reports and the Department of Defense's initial response regarding alleged follow-on strikes on suspected narcotics vessels in the Southcom area of responsibility. The committee has directed inquiries to the department, and we will be conducting vigorous oversight to determine the facts related to these circumstances. There are 2 very important things to pay attention to with this announcement. First, not only is the Republican chair leading this investigation, which is a clear middle finger to Trump, but it's a joint announcement, meaning there is bipartisan commitment to the rule of law here. Republicans are not being dragged kicking and screaming into this murder investigation. They are leading it. Second, this investigation leads straight to impeachment, and it's not going to end with Hegseth. Not when it leads straight to the top.
Do you agree that there are some orders that can be given by the commander-in-chief that would violate the U.S. Constitution?
Senator, thank you for your service. But I reject the premise that President Trump is going to be giving illegal orders.
No, I'm not saying he will, but do you believe there is such a thing as an illegal order that Joe Biden or any other president, Donald Trump, could give? Is there anything that a commander-in-chief could ask you to do with the uniformed military that would be in violation of the U.S. Constitution?
Who's the tough guy now, Pete? I'm Anthony Vincent Gallo for Occupied Democrats. And if you like this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. You'll not only help out our channel, you'll be taking concrete action and helping get rid of Trump and the MAGA movement who ushered him in.